Health services are pumping huge money into other facilities, and yet the one facility that they haven't put money into is into the staffing levels of the National Ambulance Service.
It's not satisfactory for patients and for people generally that a first responder service should be mired in industrial action of this kind. That's my own view. I think we do have fairly sophisticated industrial relations mechanisms. There were substantive discussions, and it seems to me that the basis is there for dialogue and for re-engagement, and that's the only way that this will get resolved.
Since 2012, we have upskilled annually. We've taken on loads of extra responsibilities, lots of medications that we deliver to the patients to improve patient care in the community. The job has changed so much since I started in 2004 that it's hardly recognisable, and we have brought the service to where it is today, and we're just not being recognised for it.
We would ask that people would enter into dialogue. It's vital that such a critical service is provided to the public, so therefore I think dialogue is the only way and the only mechanism to resolve this dispute.
So we're basically looking for parity in relation to other state services, to recognise the level of changes that we have undertaken, the productivity we've taken in the last 15 to 20 years, which has gone kind of greatly unrecognised.
We don't want to be here. We have no choice. This is what we've been driven to, because what we deserve isn't being offered, unfortunately. So we have to be here today just to fight for what we deserve.